matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Spartans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Guys, gonna take a shot at this DB. Got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So Michigan State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
The give to the left. Fighting off the defender. Got enough for the 1st down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run it here on third and goal. Next, going for the goal line. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They could make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to do it on the ground. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Nittany Lions want to crank their tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble.
From the gun, the ground game. Spins away from the defense. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Rides to back and leaves it. Shows him the stiff arm. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Red pass hits complete. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to pass on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in the empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in bust territory just ruined that last. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
First down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Spartans send out the punt unit.
Brings up 4th down.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Running into the open space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going deep. Finds a spot in the middle. Gashes him in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The short hands. It's Herring. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be down right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called, and they'll try to get him on the fake. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first.
Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. The offense changing the play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Hits him in stride of the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here, try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
To the air, it's Rooks. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Everett. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got his man quickly. Gets away from one, finds some space. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be a draw. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Brooks. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away.
Brings up 4th down.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. No huddle here for the offense. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got a step and just dusted the field. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Rooks. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Holland. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback adapting. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another 1st down. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Back to throw, it's Rooks. He's got an open man. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be...
Pulls in the deep ball, turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Rooks. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This one's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense.
It's down 2nd and goal.
He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 3rd and goal for the offense. Slams ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Michigan State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
The return.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, to call this an abject disaster for the offense would be an insult to abject disasters everywhere. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Rooks. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.